your face. And I'm not saying that everybody on here is doing that, but some of them, come on, y'all can use your own discernment. How can I protect myself and family from negative entities? That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. So outside of taking your spiritual baths, and a spiritual bath doesn't have to be elaborate. It don't have to have all them flowers and fruits and things like that in it. All you really need is Epsom salt. All you really need is Epsom salt and some essential oils. You can use white sage essential oil. You can even use Palo Santo essential oil. And that's just for like spiritual maintenance. Also, there is something called the Universal Platinum Shield of Light. There is a channel. His name is Elliot Eli Jackson. And he is a Pure Source channel. He's also my mentor. But he's a Pure Source channel. And he channeled something similar to the violet flame, but it's more powerful than the violet flame because the darkness has kind of, ramped their stuff up because we are elevating in consciousness. So what you can do is say the Universal Platinum Shield of Light every single day. I do this every single day. It's a part of my prayers. Also, pray out loud. Your voice is its own vibration. It has its own vibration, and it is able and capable of activating real change within your reality. The Universal Platinum Shield of Light is linked. It's on my page. It's in the link in bio. Just click on that thing and say it every day. If you feel like there are already entities maybe attached to you or your family, then that's another service. You can do entity removal, or if you just want to just keep the energy good, keep it how it is. The most important thing that you can do, and we're gonna talk about that. The most important thing that you can do is to keep your vibration high. Take care of yourself as a fourfold being. Take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. When your vibration is high, you are actually out of range of low vibrational entities. They cannot attach to you. They cannot interact with you. They cannot, you vibrate out of their range. So keep your vibration high. Take care of yourself as a fourfold being and do the same for your children. You are not to pray to outside good, orderly direction, God. You are to meditate into your energy. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not going to allow you to misinform people on my platform. That's not true. Your voice is powerful. We have voices for a reason. You are to pray out loud when you pray. Your prayers hold much more power when they are said with your vibration, with the vibration of your voice. Your voice is powerful. You are to pray out loud. Yes, you can say your prayers silently if you want to, but they are much more powerful with your energy behind it, with your voice and your vibration behind it. And I hope I just helped you out a little bit. You can meditate. Of course, you meditate internally. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Yes, I believe that. Hey, JoJo. But yeah, your voice activates things. Don't let people, don't let nobody tell you that you need to pray silently. No, you don't. No, you don't. And that's part of the misinformation that I'm seeing. And I'm like, no, that ain't quite what it is. But I always tell people, do your own research. Do what resonates with you. If you feel like, you want to pray quietly. If you feel that way, then that's fine. Do your thing. But I'm just telling you what it is. I'm not here to convince you. I'm just here to spread truth. And you have the free will to do what you want to do with that. So if anyone has any other questions, feel free to drop them. These are not oracle questions. These are not tarot questions. These are high vibrational conversation questions. Also, God or source, I would say. I think people call God because that's what I appreciate your time and answers. Thank you. You're very welcome. I appreciate you interacting. Thank you. But yeah, a lot of people aren't really. So we've been fed lies so long. We've been fed, I won't even say lies, because lies have the intention of being deceptive behind them. Some people were fed lies, but many of us have been fed regurgitations of those lies. And those regurgitations are things that people really truly believe are true and accurate, even if they are not. So that's why I stress to do your own research and use your own discernment. Thank you for those likes, whoever that is. That's why I stress to use your own discernment. Stop using everybody else's intuition as your own. You cannot substitute someone else's intuition for your own, because you know how you feel on the inside, which is why it is important to have a regular meditation practice. So when we pray out loud, we're asking for what we want, right? We're asking, whether you're praying for somebody else or whether you're praying for yourself, you're asking for clarity, you're asking for assistance, you're asking for all these things. And when we meditate, that is when we get the answers to the things that we have been praying for. So to pray is to ask, and to meditate is to receive. A lot of times we never get into that receivership energy, and we feel like, oh, God ain't listening to me. Ain't nobody listening to me. No, they heard you and they answered you, but have you sat down long enough to meditate to receive the answers to the questions that you had? So if you have any high vibrational questions, if you have any questions about spirituality in general, feel free to drop those questions. I am a spiritual coach and an energy healer. Honestly, y'all, I do a lot of stuff. I just wrap it up into those titles because it makes it a lot easier to explain what I do. But yeah, always use your own discernment. Don't take my word for the gospel. Don't take anybody on this app's word for the gospel. Use your own discernment and check in with how it feels with you, how it resonates with you. Don't continue to do things because we've always done this or we've always heard this, because a lot of stuff that we have learned and that we have been taught is just not true. It's not true. And that's why we do these things, and then when they don't work, it's like, oh man, well, spirit didn't want me to have that. No, that ain't true. That's not true. You're giving too much of your power away, even in doing and saying that. Like, there are a lot of hoodooists on here, and there are a lot of voodooists on here. It's a lot of spiritual people, okay? Whatever sector they qualify as or categorize as, it's a lot of them on here. And if you are new to spirituality or you're trying to find your own lane in it, a lot of that stuff can just be overwhelming. And before you know it, you are on the darker side of things. Because it can be overwhelming if you don't have truth and if you're not trusting what truly feels right to yourself. So trust yourself. And what I'm realizing is that a lot of people who do, once you get physical visions during the day, would it continue to happen? Explain. Can you kind of go more in depth on what you're asking? What continue to happen? The visions, like if your clairvoyance is heightened, will it continue to grow? Meditation actually helps your clairvoyance to grow, y'all. Like if you are trying to develop yourself more intuition, develop your intuition more, meditation helps all of that. Meditation helps you to hear better. Meditation helps you to see better. Meditation helps you to feel more. It just helps. And it's like a muscle. Everyone has intuition, but some people have a more heightened intuition, which is why they're able to give accurate readings and things of that nature. I get visions of people, but they are not there. Okay, and when that happens, We're gonna talk about that too. Physically, are you seeing a person are you seeing a person standing in front of you, or are you seeing them with your third eye, with your mind's eye? Physically or psychically? Because I saw the first person that I saw, or spirit that I saw, was my mom. Well, the one that I can remember was my mom in front of me. Not now, but I do. Okay, so I would definitely, so what that is a projection, right? And if your vibration is lower, then low vibrational entities will fuck with you. They will fuck with you. If your vibration is low enough for them to latch on to, or low enough for them to send you telepathic messages and energies, they will do that, because what they wish to do, and when I say low vibrational entities, I mean low vibrational angels, or what most know as fallen angels. They are real. They're real. I don't know what to say, but they're real. And they really don't wish us any well, which is why it is important for you to spiritually protect yourself. What they'll do, if your vibration is low enough, they will project an image that makes you think you're fucking crazy. But when that happens to you, see how it feels with you too. Does it feel scary? Are the images scary to you? Is it something? Do you feel like there's a message in this? I'm serious, they will fuck with you. Do you feel like it's a message in there? Do the energies feel scary? Because what that is an angel, a low vibrational angel. They're just projecting that image to you. One thing to know, one thing to kind of take their power away, and it helped me a lot to take their power away when my vibration was very low, and I would see, yeah, I would pick up, no, not scary, they don't talk. Well, next time that happens, speak to them. Speak to them. Ask them if they are of the light, if they are from the light, and then, you know, figure out where they came from. Figure out where they came from. You can do this telepathically, or you can do it out loud. See why they're here, why they're projecting this onto you, and more. And oh, better. What does that mean? They're always very bright. Okay, so are you saying you feel like this is more of like a guy or an angelic being, high vibrational angelic being, or low vibrational? Because if it's scaring you, then it's low vibrational. But if it's not, then it could actually be your guides or angels manifesting themselves in a projection to interact with you. So ask. Always ask. Ask them. The next time it happens, ask them. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to wait till the next time it happens, meditate. Set the intention, say it out loud for clarity, and meditate on it and see what comes up for you. See if that's a guide, see if that's an angel, or see if it's just some other stuff. Also, clean y'all houses. Not like clean your houses, but smudge your house. The energy in it. Keep it clear, keep it clean. So things ain't fucking with you at night. Oh, thank you, John, for the little crown. I appreciate that. But how do I clean my house? So there's a book. It's called The Sapiential Discourses. There's part 1, 2, 3, and 4, if I'm not mistaken. And they have a lot of different things in there for that. But if you don't want to get that book, what you can say is, in the name of all there is, was, and ever shall be. We say God, but it is really Source. Grand Rising Maya. We say God, but it is really Source. And it is the source of the all, the source of everything. So it's literally all there is. God is the breath, the air in our lungs. That's God. That's Source. So you want to say, in the name of all there is, was, and ever shall be. You can do this while you smudge if you want to. Make sure you crack a window, crack the windows, crack a door open. In the name of all there is, was, and never shall be, I command, because you have the ability to command with your voice, the vibration of your voice. I command any and all negative or low vibrational energies and entities away from my home. Now, so it is uttered, so it is done. So it is uttered, so it is done. And something that I had to be taught, know that when you say something, when you command something and you say it's done, it's fucking done. It's fucking done. Okay, ski. But yeah, know that it's done. Too often we will trust a person to come in and cleanse our home for us, and we think that they have these magical powers that we don't have. We've simply forgotten who we are. We've forgotten that we are simply extensions of Source. I'm little Source, you little Source. I'm Source experiencing itself as Charmaine. Your Source experiencing itself as Maya. Maya, your Source experiencing itself as Leandra. Hope I said your name right. We're all Source, and there's nothing that Source cannot do, so there's nothing that we cannot do. Once you command something, know that you have that power and know that it is done. And smudge often, especially like if somebody was sick in the house, or if it was arguments in the house, you'd have had company over the house. Smudge often. Thank you for the likes. Smudge often. And know and believe your power. We give our power away too much to people who we believe are more spiritually inclined than we are, to people who we believe have to talk to God for us. How the hell, y'all? How do you need somebody to talk to God for you when you are literally the embodiment of God? When God is breath, there is no disconnection. There's no disconnection. Even when we leave our bodies, there's still no disconnection. And there's no need to get closer. So I was a self-proclaimed psychonaut for a minute. I was doing LSD, mushrooms. I think those are the only heavy ones that I work with. And I did them pretty often. Not like too often for them not to work, but I did them often enough. And my intention behind it was to be closer, to feel closer to the divine, right? And while I was tripping, I did always have like deeply spiritual trips, because that was the intention that I set for them. But what I realized is that you don't need, I never tried ayahuasca. I don't have the longing to try it anymore. But what I realized is that you don't need a hallucinogen to, am I saying that right? Hallucinogenic. You know, you don't need a trip to make you feel closer to God or closer to Source, because you are Source embodied. And once we all awaken and remember who we are, man, that's when you really begin to manifest and live your dreams. That's when you really begin to create the reality that you want to create. Because we are all Source, and Source is the creator. We are all what? We are all creators, right? And in being a creator, in being Source, we are always creating things, whether we realize it or not. Don't you ever pay for a manifestation course. Do you hear me? And this is coming from somebody who actually created what's not working. It's not working. What's not working? Let me tell you, if you're talking about your manifestation, I'm finna tell you why they ain't working. Don't you ever pay for a manifestation course, because, mind you, I created a manifestation course and I was like, it's ready, y'all. And once I raised my vibration even more, once I learned more truth, it was like, no, don't do that. And I took it down, because it's like, no, I don't want to give people misinformation. So if your manifestations are not working, don't pay for a course, don't pay for someone else to do it, don't pay for their ritual. Save your money and raise your vibration. As a creator, you are always, I've been manifesting our marriage all year. Who marries, child? Who you marrying, child? But okay, if your manifestations aren't working seriously, it's because you need to raise your vibration. Whatever your life is, it is that because of your vibration. It is that because, oh, thank you for the follow. But it's that because of your vibration. You can only create according to where you are vibrationally. If you want to be a millionaire, but your vibration is one of poverty, like you vibrate on the frequency of poverty, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. It doesn't matter how many courses you take, how many candles you burn, how many petitions you write. It is not going to happen until you raise your vibration and become a match to that. The universe simply manages what is supposed to happen. Whatever energy you put out, whatever your dominant point of manifestation is, that is the only thing that you can bring into your reality. That's it. So I heard a story recently. A girl, y'all may know her, Erin Lyons. She is dope. I kind of went down her rabbit hole and found my mentor, Elliot Eli Jackson. But she was telling a story about how she had bought her friend a Louis Vuitton wallet. She picked it out, she got it wrapped, and she sent it to her. But the wallet never made it to her friend. Oh my gosh. I don't want nobody on here, so no. The wallet never made it to her friend, and she was like, why is this in my reality? Why didn't it make it to her friend? Because she's a high vibrational person. And when she checked in with her guides and tuned in with Source, the answer was that her friend was not a vibrational match to that gift that she was sending her. Her friend got the box, but somebody had taken the wallet out the box, take the box back up, and she opened the empty box. And it was like, she wasn't a vibrational match to that because she didn't feel like she was worthy or deserving of such an expensive gift. So it could not come into her reality. That's how this vibration thing works. That's how this manifestation thing works. You get things according to your vibration, not according to only your desire. We desire a lot of things. Baby, give me $1 million. I want $1 million, but my vibration is not on the frequency to attract $1 million right now. Reading. Oh no, I'm not doing no readings, but you can ask any spiritual questions that you may have. If you would like to book a session with me, I actually took tarot readings off of my website. And I did that because a lot of people go to tarot readers or intuitives. They go to intuitives because they don't trust their own intuition, and they're not willing to use their own discernment. And I'm not here to handicap anyone. I'm here to show you that you are just as powerful as anybody else. You are as powerful as the spiritualist that you look up to. And I want you to find that power and stand in that power. That's my goal. I don't want to enable anybody. I don't want you to rely on my intuition. Now, when I do sessions with people, right now I'm doing Reiki sessions and light code activation sessions. I will be opening up for spiritual life coaching as well as past life regressions very soon. But when I do that, I do get intuitive hits and intuitive downloads. So the sessions with me are intuitive sessions. They are, angels like to talk to me a lot too. They do. High vibrational angels like to talk to me a lot. So that does come up in the session. But as far as like a tarot reading or something like that, I'm not doing those anymore. No, it's time for us to trust our own intuition. It is time for us to connect with our own energy, our inner guidance, our inner God. It is time for us to trust ourselves. And I'm not going to be that person that kind of handicaps you. So no, I'm not doing tarot sessions or readings anymore. Y'all got any questions? Hey, peaceful blessings. Peaceful blessings. You just stuck out to me for some reason. That's interesting. That's interesting. But yeah, any questions about spirituality, feel free to drop them. I just want to spread some truth on this app. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff, y'all. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to drop a question. And everything that I try to do, no, I'm not even going to say try. Everything that I do it with love. I'm in a place now where I am eradicating judgment from my mind. And I say this because if I believe that I am source, if I believe that source is every living thing, then that means that even the people who have done things that most of society deem as bad, they too are source. A lot of people are source, people who do bad shit are source who have forgotten who they are, and they are source who more than likely are under the influence of low vibrational angels or low vibrational entities, but they are still source. And everyone does this search for source, right? Everyone is looking for God. I don't care if you claim you're atheist, you still have searched or you still are looking for God. If something happens, you start to praying, oh my God, please don't let this. Oh God, if I get out of this. Everybody is on the search for source because that is who they are at their true nature. Everybody is on the search to return to source and return to their true knowing, because your higher self knows who you are already. Your higher self knows, but we are here in our minds like to play tricks on us. And, you know, it's a whole bunch of different perceptions and perspectives coming in. But your source, even Hitler, source. How can you judge yourself to reject a part of us, to reject those people who we deem as bad or who do bad things? That is to reject a part of yourself. We all came from the same source. We are all source. We are simply source in different bodies because we wanted to experience ourselves separately. We are physically separately, but spiritually still connected. Hey, Unique. If you got any questions, feel free to drop them. These are not tarot questions. These are not, is he coming back questions. These are spiritual questions. If you're new to the spiritual journey, if you're a spiritual vet, and you know, you got some questions or you need some clarity, let's talk about it. Let's have a high vibrational conversation. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I also want to say, for anyone who is here, on my page in the link in bio, there is something called the Universal Platinum Shield of Light. That is spiritual protection that I recommend everybody, every human on this planet to use every day. Say it every day. Say it every day and see how it feels. That's a video that went viral on my YouTube. And y'all, they don't be showing me no love on YouTube. So when it went viral, I was like, wow, they felt that. They resonated with that. They know that that's what is needed. So I want to tell y'all some ways to know if you are under the influence of low vibrational entities, because you're not going to be able to tell while you're in the midst of it. What you're going to do is you're just going to think these are my feelings and this is how I am. No, it's not. Everybody is love at their core. We all have our own different personalities and we all have our own different preferences, but we are all love and we are all light. We are. At your core, that's what you are. So if you feel anything other than magnificent, beautiful, wonderful, you are probably under the influence of low vibrational entities. We all have been. I've had attachments. Don't freak out, because I ain't freak out. I've had ET attachments. I've had low vibrational attachments. I've had them removed, but I had that. And it makes sense because you start having low thoughts about yourself. You start having low self-esteem. You start having low self-talk. You have a sense of low self-worth. You're not interacting with the world as this beautiful place. You're interacting with the world as a hellish place that you can't wait to get out of. That is because of low vibrational influence. And the way that they work, like, it won't be like this demon who pops up in front of you, right? No, it'll start with a thought. They love thought transference. Thought transference, because a lot of us can't decipher, hey, is this coming from me or is this coming from someone or somewhere else? And if you feel like it is coming from you and you don't nip it in the bud, like you're not aware of it and you don't stop it and you don't switch your energy, consciously switch your energy, then you'll spiral. You'll spiral and you'll be under your control. Have you ever done something in your past that you look back at and you're like, damn, I can't believe I did that. I was tripping. Yeah, because you're under the influence of low vibrational energies, of low vibrational angels, and you were not aware of it and it spiraled. That right there should allow you to give yourself grace, allow you to give yourself mercy, and allow you to finally forgive yourself for the things that you have been holding yourself hostage to. It's all a part of the earth game. Think of it as like a video game, seriously. And it's different obstacles on each level, right? And a lot of the obstacles, you can't even see them, but they're there. And you're like, why do I keep reliving this? Why do I keep going through this over and over and over? Good morning, Butterfly Kisses 97. We are here having high vibrational conversations. I am a spiritual coach and energy healer. If you have any questions related to spirituality, feel free to drop it and I would be more than happy to answer it if I have an answer for it. I'm loving it. Oh, thank you. Need help. Okay, let's talk about it. What you need help with, the free one? What you need help with? I'm here for it. Let's talk about it. What are we needing help with? A lot of people are on here and they telling y'all, and I'll be true, I'll be honest. You can burn a candle. The candle thing, the fire does send your whatever it is that you're wanting out into the universe. It does do that. You need help with it all. I'm lost. No, you're not. No, you're not. You simply have forgotten that you are source. Give me a topic and we can dig into it. What do you feel lost about? What do you feel lost in? Because even the vibration of that statement, I'm lost, it feels like you've given your power away. How do you rise from low vibrational thinking? So you have to raise your vibration. So raise your vibration so that if these are low vibrational thoughts, we're clear that they're your thoughts, right? And that they're not the thoughts of an outside influence or an outside entity. And when you raise your vibration, you vibrate out of range. They can only rise so far, right? So if your vibration is low, they can attach to you because they're low vibrational. But when you begin to raise your vibration, it's like they can't even touch you. That's why living a intentional high vibrational life is a good thing. And you do that by taking care of yourself as a fourfold being. We are spiritual beings having a physical reality, right? So you have to acknowledge your physical, your spiritual, your emotional, and your mental. Taking care of each of those in a way that suits you. Take care of your physical by taking your daily supplements, by drinking your juices, by exercising and moving your body. That's going to raise your vibration, your physical vibration. Also, by getting enough rest. This whole I'll sleep when I'm dead thing, please don't do that. Rest. It is okay to rest. So that's how you're going to take care of your physical vibration. Your mental vibration, what you're going to do is to be mindful of the things that you are allowing within your mental. When I tell y'all I never had so many fucking relationship issues as I did when I was watching Love and hip hop. Be aware of what you are allowing in your reality, because you are the creator. So the things that you allow in, that's going to create, you're literally molding your reality. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of the music that you are listening to. We repeat these words and these lyrics mindlessly, right? So true. I say this all the time. Yeah, it is true. There's a song, Cater to You by Destiny's Child. That used to be my jam. Do you hear me? One day I was singing the song and I stopped and I was like, I can't even listen to this no more. The part where she says, not sure if you know, but my life would be purposeless without you. I sang that and I was like, ooh, that ain't true. What am I saying? And I stopped listening to that. What do you feed your spirit what you feed your spirit is what you prepare your future for. Girl, you better say that, Butterfly Kisses. Girl, you better say that. Who are you? Let me follow you. You better say that, Butterfly Kisses. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Also, taking care of your... We still on mindset, and I want to get into affirmations, because affirmations are beautiful, but they useless if you don't truly feel into them, and if you don't truly if you don't believe it, you just saying shit. It's like reading a book. If you don't believe it, you're just saying it. So put feeling, put emotion, and visualize yourself as that. Also showing up as yourself, as the self that you see, the future self that you see yourself as. Showing up as that, embodying that, and not waiting for permission to be that. Not waiting for permission to show up and show out. Not dimming our own lights because we feel like, oh, that's for them. I'm used to the struggle. I had to get it out the mud. That is not a flex, y'all. That is not a flex. I am a firm believer that we do not have to struggle. Struggle is not a prerequisite to happiness. It's not. Struggle is not a prerequisite to happiness. Also, spiritually, you want to be grounding yourself. You want to be cleansing your energy regularly. You want to cleanse your car. That same universal platinum shield of light, you can use that for your car, or you can create your own. In the name of all there is, was, and ever shall be, I command any and all low vibrational energies. I've put a force field of energy around my car. Y'all have power. We're all powerful beings. Look at what you have created thus far. Look at the reality that you have already brought into fruition. Even if it's something that you don't like, you still created it. You are a powerful creator. You just have to intentionally create. Instead of focusing on, oh man, I hope this don't happen again. Oh man, I hope that don't happen. It's not going to happen. What has already happened is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Every day you get a clean slate. Every day is a new day. You can reinvent yourself right now if you want to. You ain't have to wait till the new year. You can reinvent yourself February 3rd if you want to. Like, it does not matter. What you're saying is true. Oh, I'm glad it's resonating with you, Mary. But yeah, you can reinvent yourself whenever you want to. It's like, hi, Texas. It's like we're waiting for permission from someone. It's like we're waiting for a sign from God. You are the embodiment of God. Does it feel right to you? Is it in your highest good? Is it in the highest good of your others being other humans here? If it is, go for it. Do it. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Emotionally, are you journaling? Are you getting the stuff that's up here out? A lot of us channel when we write and we don't realize it because we don't sit down to write. Journal. Get your emotions out. Even if you're not a writer, take your phone out and start keeping a vlog. Just you expressing yourself. Just you getting everything out. And at the end of each month, go back and read over it. Read over your journal. Look at those videos and see how much you have grown mentally. Look at that stuff and say, ooh, I can't believe I used to think like that. Or, ooh, that don't serve me. Journaling literally lets you put your thoughts on paper so you can see the ones that's not serving you. Then what you do after you've written your thoughts out and you picked out the things that are serving you, you create personalized affirmations around your own thoughts. You flip them around and you create your affirmations, and then you repeat those throughout the day. Say them while you're looking in the mirror. And an affirmation that we all should be saying, it's like a universal affirmation. I am beautiful. And I don't mean like physically beautiful. Like, I am beautiful because I am the embodiment of Source. A lot of us have never heard that we're beautiful, or never felt beautiful, or have forgotten how beautiful we truly are. Simply because we exist. Also, let's talk about good and bad. Let's talk about duality. Let's talk about duality. Because many people will say, well, we live in a dualistic world, right? There's good and there's bad. There's black and there's white. There's yang and there's yin and there's yang. There's light and there's dark, right? If that's the game that you want to play, there are infinite possibilities. There are infinite realities. When they say you can dream it, you can achieve it, it sounds corny, right? But it's true. If you can visualize it, that means it is within your energetic field, and it is something that you absolutely can have and something that you absolutely can create. So create big, think big, and don't doubt that you are able or you're possible of creating your highest life. There are many potentials. There are infinite potentials, infinite timelines to be on. Yet we force ourselves, we choose, because we all have free will. We choose to tune into the same timeline that we do not like day after day after day after day after day. You can tune into whatever timeline you want to. You can tune into your millionaire timeline today if that's what you want to. You can tune into your in love timeline today if that's what you want to do. It is all about you embodying that feeling, and then you attracting based on the energy that you are embodying. Because we can only attract, session please. You can book a session. It's on on my page. My website is therealgoddessgateway.com. Somebody been holding the goddessgateway.com since 2000 and they have not done anything with it. But it is therealgoddessgateway.com. If you want to book a Reiki session, you can do that. That doesn't necessarily mean it'll just be Reiki. It'll be whatever you need. That's just what I have available. So feel free to do that. What was I talking about? I forgot. Oh, choosing our timeline that we want to be on. Choose the timeline that you want to be on. How do I choose the timeline that I want to be on when I feel like I'm right here? When I feel like I'm right here in this physical reality, right? How do I convince myself that I'm on a completely different timeline and embody that? First, you hold the vision. First, you have the vision of it. A lot of us want better, but we don't even know what we want. We just know we don't want what we have, right? So get intentional about what it is that you want. Write it down, write it out. Get intentional about what it is that you truly want, and create the vision of that. Create a vision for that, and then every day, take at least 10 to 15 minutes to sit in that energy. Matter of fact, while y'all here, so I am a Reiki master. I also do light codes. I channel angelic light codes. High vibrational angels of the highest love and light assist me in transmitting these light codes to help these people here expand into their highest energetic potential. So when you are sitting there for those 10 or 15 minutes, you're her or you're him, whoever it is that you want to be. You are embodying those energies, okay? The feeling around you, the atmosphere around you shifts and it changes. If you sitting in your mansion, baby, you hear the floor. You hear the clacking of your dog walking on the floor, okay? You have to make it as real as you need it to be for it to stick within your subconscious mind. The subconscious don't know if you creating an imaginary thing or not. All it knows is, oh, this is the energy that we're putting out today. Right? Summon you. No, don't do that. This is the energy that we are putting out today. Right? That's what your subconscious is saying. Okay, so we're going to put this out. And if you do it consistently, that is the energy that you are putting out into the universe. And it has no choice but to return to you if your vibration is high. If you are vibrating at a level to receive whatever it is that you are visualizing and whatever it is that you are trying to bring into your reality. But you have to be consistent with that and you have to feel it. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm just sitting here. Ain't none of this shit real. Like, if that's the mindset behind it, then that will be the mindset. That will be the energy that you're putting behind it. You have to actually have a little state of delusion. A little delusion is fine. A little delusion is healthy. If you are not delusional about your future, you will continue to recreate the past that you have already lived. And I need to get my life back so I don't feel alone. Okay, let me go back to your question. How do you get your life back after you've lost your whole family and your husband? Well, A, you haven't lost your life. B, I feel like you kind of should look at this from a different point of view. Right now, it seems like you are creating a mental hell for yourself. And you don't have to do that. If you want to work in summon me, goddess, I don't know what you're talking about, boo. And I need to get my life back so I don't feel so alone. I'm sorry. I'm almost done with this. Thank you. Okay, A, you are never alone. B, I feel like you definitely need to raise your vibration. You definitely need to raise your vibration before whatever it is that you're going through spirals you into a depression, if it has not already. I would love to have a conversation with you, Mary. Personal conversation with you. And you don't need to get your life back because you're still breathing. Air's still in your lungs. You still got your life. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to create? Your life did not end with that person. What lessons did that person teach you? It's a lesson in there. What did you learn about yourself from being with this person? Find the lesson in that. There's a lesson in it. It didn't happen to you. It happened for you. And it could have happened. A lot of times we want to hold on to situations that are stepping stones for us. It could have definitely very well been a stepping stone for you. Something to actually activate something within you to do something completely differently. But this seems like a sensitive topic, Mary. It seems like a sensitive topic. But what you do need to do is realize that there are infinite potential still. Whatever happened has happened. I go to church and I believe wholeheartedly in God. That's why I keep going. Okay, now let's have this conversation. Do you believe that God is a source outside of yourself who is granting wishes and picking and choosing? Oh, I don't like the way you did this, so I'm not gonna grant your wish. Is that how do you view God, Mary? Anybody could chime in. How do y'all view God? What do you feel God is? Okay, how do you view it? How do you view God? How do you view source? Y'all ain't been to church. I have not been to church. Okay, so I left the church right around my 25th birthday. I grew up, child. Hey, Kanoa. Oh, Kanoa. Okay. Why you didn't just say that? I remember you. But yeah, I grew up in the church. I literally lived, we shared a yard with the cemetery from the church. We lived next door to the church. I was singing in the choir. I was doing everything. I was in the Easter programs. I was in all of it, right? I was raised by my grandparents, Methodist, black folks. When I was 25 years old, or right after 25, I started asking questions that nobody had the answer to, right? And I was like, you know what? Y'all keep on telling me, oh, God works in mysterious ways. God works in mysterious ways. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. But don't nobody know none of the answers to the questions that I'm asking. So I took my own advice and I started doing my own research. And then I started going within what felt right to me. And it just didn't feel right to me anymore. I do not knock Christians. Jesus was a powerful person. Jesus was just like you. Except he knew his power. God is my creator and he lives within my spirit. He's my savior. You don't need to be saved. What are you being saved from? And who told you God was a he? God does not have a gender. God is source. Him, her, it. God is source. You don't need to be saved from anything. You're not a sinner. Sin does not exist. There is no good, there is no bad. There's high vibrational choices and there are low vibrational choices. You don't need to be forgiven. You don't need to be redeemed. You simply need to reawaken to who you are and take back your own power. God does not want us to be passive. God does not want us to be... That's just how I wrote it. God is a spirit. Right. God is energy. God is the source of the all. God is the all. God is the all. God is the all. I don't, and the Christianity thing is, I know it can be a sensitive topic because I know Christians go hard for their God and for their Jesus. And, you know, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Actually, in the past life, I was close to Jesus. I was very close to Jesus. I know Jesus is a real person, but Jesus has been made to be something that he was not through different stories and different shit. We could call them folk tales. Hey, Joe the Alchemist. We can call them folk tales. But God is you. There is no separation. I had a session with my mentor who channels pure source energy. And at the end of it, I was having a channel session. At the end of it, I said, thank you. And Source said, thank yourself. We are you. And we are nothing without you. You are nothing without us. Like, there is no separation. And I really hate that the idea, I don't hate it. No, I don't. Because a lot of people need that. I was going to say, God created me in his image. God did not create you in his image because God ain't a man and you are God. You are God. You are God. And I just want to let you know, Mary, I'm not, trying to be offensive or anything. I just really want you to get this. And by having this conversation, this high vibrational conversation, your higher self is going to start nudging you to remember who you are. So I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. But I was going to say that I hate that God was introduced to many of us as an outside source who is judging us. You are God by genetics. Yeah. Collective reading. No, I'm not doing a collective reading. We are simply having high vibrational conversation. I am a spiritual coach and energy healer. I'm really a dope-ass multi-dimensional being here on earth at this time. And if you have any spiritual questions or spiritual topics, we just having a high vibrational conversation about that. So feel free to join in. 99% of the multiverse is feminine energy, not masculine. I don't know about that one. I would have to do my own research. I ain't gonna say you wrong because I don't know. So I'm open to that. Yeah, I'm open to that. I'll have to do more research on that. I like to think of everything kind of as balance. I'm a scientist. Oh, okay. All right, Joe the Alchemist is a scientist. Cool. Gonna do my research on that though. And science and spirituality literally go hand in hand. Science and God go hand in hand. I have to go now. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you, sweetheart, for your time today. Thank you for your energy, Mary. I want to know though how things begin to unfold for you in the next coming days and weeks, because they will. They will. Thank you for the likes, y'all. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them. Joe says that 99% of the multiverse is feminine energy and not masculine. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Y'all, this has been good. This has been really, really good. Also, if you just popped in, please, Goddess, what are we asking, Kanoa? What was the question? Please, Goddess. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about spirituality, I am a spiritual coach and an energy healer, and I'm just here to spread truth. I feel like there's a lot of, I have a beautiful crown. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the live too. I feel like there's a lot of misinformation out here, and I can't stop the misinformation. I'm not even mad at the information because it got the conversation going. It's getting people's wheels going. It's getting people more connected to their spirituality. But I do notice that there are a lot of people spreading misinformation. And I'm not going to say that that is intentional. I like to believe that a lot of us regurgitate what we have been taught, even if we've been taught wrong or we've been taught incorrect things. And we feel like we're doing the right thing by sharing that with other people, which is good because the intention behind it is always good. Yes, parents. Oh no! No, Sarah, not parents. That's not what I was saying. But you know, not parents. That's not what I was saying. But you know, instead of trusting ourselves, I'm all about helping you to trust your own intuition and not use someone else's emotional guidance for. Gotta think for yourself before you share your opinion. Absolutely, your opinion. Girl, what? I will say I have been on here and I've heard so many people regurgitate the same misinformation. And it was like, did they all take the same class or? But I'm just glad that they are The wheels are turning. I'll say that. The wheels are turning. Sarah, you funny. I'm getting over something, y'all. I would share something with y'all, but I don't think I'm supposed to share it yet. But I thought I had the flu or the coronavirus or something, but that's not what it was. It was really, really weird. And then I found out why, and I was like, what? That explains so much. I'd be prettier white. That's an odd comment to put on somebody's page. Like, what the hell? I'm beautiful now. I don't even know if I could be prettier. That was weird. That was very weird to say. I'd be prettier white. You know, I probably was white in another lifetime. As a matter of fact, I fucking was white in another life. You know, I probably was white in another lifetime. As a matter of fact, I fucking was white in another. That was funny. Impossible to be prettier, period. And I feel like that's the mindset that everybody should have about themselves. That's the mindset that everyone should have about themselves. It's impossible for me to be prettier. I'm perfect as I am. And do I feel like that's cocky or arrogant or anything? That is me seeing the God and the light within me and knowing that I am exactly as I should be. And you are exactly as you should be. Y'all, when people say rude shit, or when people say rude things to y'all, it's like, you have a choice. You have a choice to react to them. Once you react to them, you are literally agreeing to exchange that energy with that person. And if their energy, if their vibration is dominant, then they got you. If yours is the higher dominant energy, oh, she's feisty and cute. I ain't trying to be feisty. I'm just being real. But thank you. I appreciate that. If they get you, their dominant vibration brings you down to their level, then they got you. They're controlling your mind. They're controlling your reality. When people project things like that out, as soon as that was said, I knew where your vibration was. I knew where you were vibrationally. I know that you are under the influence of lower vibrational energies. I'm not upset with you. I just know where you are, and I send you love and light. I send you healing energy, because that's what we need. You're a part of humanity. You are a part of source, and you need to remember that about yourself. Stop being a mean person. Hey, Eric. How you doing? Good afternoon. It's afternoon. What time is it? Ciao. All right, y'all. It's been real. Peace, love, and light. I got to go. I'll be back because we reached that goal, y'all. Oh, did we? I don't know. I'll be back, though. Bye, y'all.